The first time I brought my crush home, strange noises suddenly came from my parents' room. I rushed to their door and started flipping the light switch on and off repeatedly. Only then did they stop. Since my parents are deaf and mute, they couldn't hear a thing and had no idea we were actually practicing a duet. My dad even specifically warned Miles to be careful and insisted he take proper precautions. My face flushed bright red on the spot. I probably won't have the courage to face Miles again. But the next day at school, I never imagined that embarrassing incident would spread like wildfire. I looked at Miles in disappointment. I thought he was different, but he still broke my heart. Miles chased after me trying to explain. He said he'd only told one friend, but that friend had spread it everywhere. Still, I couldn't forgive him. What I hated most was being mocked. My heart felt heavy, but I went to practice with the teacher anyway. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't find my voice. Teacher told me to spread my arms wide, push myself, then force out the most unpleasant shrill sound I could manage.
Ah! Ah! Go! Be a monster! Ah! Ah!
Filled with rage, I let out a fierce scream, roaring out all the pent-up emotions inside me. Under the teacher's guidance, my singing did improve. But then something else happened at home. Our family relies on fishing for a living, but the fishing industry is tightly controlled by big companies. Selling fish to fish plate factories barely makes any money. Dad and my brother decided to quit the fish plate business. Wanting to find their own channels to sell the fish, reality struck them like a blunt blow. Being deaf, they couldn't communicate with outsiders. After much argument, the burden fell on me. Now I must go out to sea fishing, distribute flyers, and contact buyers. Every day is a whirlwind of chaos, and I'm always late for class. I even fell asleep during practice, infuriating my teacher.
It shows me that you don't respect me or my time. If you waste my time, I will not work with you.
I promised him it wouldn't happen again, but just as I was preparing to go to my teacher's place for practice, the media suddenly showed up at our house for an interview. I hadn't been notified beforehand at all. I'm the only translator in the family. My mom wouldn't let me leave, so I was late again. My teacher solemnly gave me a stern warning. He said I must choose between my family and my dreams. Otherwise, even if I got into Berkeley, I wouldn't be able to focus on my studies. That night, I finally gathered the courage to tell my family about my dream, but they only opposed it. They didn't understand music and had no idea how truly talented I was as a singer. More importantly, our family business was just getting started. They couldn't do without me. I was utterly disillusioned. In their eyes, I was nothing more than a free translation tool. All the pent-up resentment and sorrow I'd held inside these years burst out in an instant.